In today's world, women are often told to be tough, assertive, and independent. But what if embracing your femininity is just as powerful, if not more? We live in a society that pushes us to fit into rigid molds, either the strong go-getter who doesn't show vulnerability, or the nurturing soft woman who prioritizes everyone else's needs. But why do we have to choose between being powerful and being feminine? Why can't we embody both at the same time? In this video, we're going to break down how you can embrace both your strength and femininity without compromise. It's time to stop believing you have to sacrifice one to live fully, because you deserve to be both bold and graceful, fierce and nurturing, independent and deeply connected to your essence. Let's unlock the secret to owning your power while staying true to your feminine core. Modern society often imposes conflicting expectations on women, pushing them to embody strength and independence, while simultaneously expecting them to maintain softness and nurturing qualities. We are told to be leaders, to stand tall, to face challenges head-on. But when we show vulnerability, empathy, or gentleness, we risk being labeled as weak or too emotional. The modern woman is caught in this constant balancing act, trying to meet the world's demands while staying true to herself. The pressure to fit into these predefined roles can be overwhelming. On one hand, we're expected to be relentless, ambitious, and self-sufficient, displaying unshakable confidence and resilience. On the other hand, we're told to be gentle, compassionate, and approachable, qualities that seem to contradict the image of a strong, empowered woman. This creates a struggle, a tug-of-war within ourselves, where we often feel torn between the desire to assert our strength and the need to embrace our femininity. But here's the truth. These qualities aren't mutually exclusive. Strength doesn't have to mean harshness, and femininity doesn't have to mean weakness. You don't have to choose between them, because both can coexist within you. Real power lies in understanding that you can be fierce without losing your softness, assertive without sacrificing your grace. The key is to redefine what power means for you, to embrace both sides of yourself and blend them seamlessly. You can be powerful and still deeply connected to your feminine essence. Your strength can come from a place of self-assurance, not from rigid expectations. It's about creating your own version of what it means to be a woman in today's world, one that values both power and femininity equally, allowing you to live authentically without compromise. True power is often misunderstood. Many equate it with dominance, control, or the ability to overpower others. It's easy to think of power as being loud, bold, and unyielding. But true power doesn't come from forcing others into submission or constantly proving your worth through outward displays of strength. Power is rooted in knowing who you are, staying grounded in your beliefs, and having the courage to walk your own path without needing to overshadow those around you. Real power is quiet confidence. It is standing firm in your authenticity, remaining unshaken by the noise and distractions of the world. This power doesn't diminish others. It uplifts, empowers, and leads by example. Now let's take a moment to redefine femininity, because it too is often misunderstood. Femininity is not a weakness. It is a rich, complex source of strength that many overlook. The qualities often associated with femininity, empathy, intuition, nurturing, and resilience, are not signs of fragility, but rather profound strengths that provide women with a unique capacity to adapt, empathize, and persevere. These traits enable women to navigate complex situations with grace, offering solutions that are not based on brute force, but on understanding, compassion, and connection. Femininity allows women to be flexible, to hold space for others, and to lead with emotional intelligence, which is a form of strength that commands respect. When we embrace both power and femininity, we unlock a whole new level of strength. Too often, society tells us that we must choose one or the other, that we must either be strong, assertive, and tough, or soft, nurturing, and gentle. But in reality, the greatest strength lies in finding harmony between these two aspects. When you stop fighting between being strong and being feminine, you become an unstoppable force. This balance doesn't require you to fit into any specific mold. You create your own path, one where you can be bold and compassionate, fierce and tender, ambitious and understanding, all at once. It's not about choosing between power and femininity. It's about combining them in a way that honors all aspects of who you are. The power that comes from femininity is often overlooked, but it is no less real than the power that comes from dominance or aggression. Embracing both aspects of yourself allows you to move through the world in a way that is authentic, balanced, and unstoppable. By embracing both power and femininity, you create a version of strength that is uniquely your own, one that is rooted in self-awareness, compassion, and resilience. It's the kind of strength that doesn't need to prove itself to anyone, because it radiates from within. It's the kind of strength that changes the world, not through force, but through authenticity, empathy, and the unwavering belief in the power of being yourself. The journey toward embracing both strength and femininity starts with the understanding that you don't have to apologize for who you are. Too often, women are told that in order to succeed or be respected, they must suppress certain aspects of themselves. But your power, whether it's in your ambition, confidence, or leadership, is yours to own. You don't need to apologize for wanting to achieve, for stepping into a room with your head held high, or for setting bold goals. At the same time, remember that you are also allowed to be soft when the situation calls for it. You can be fierce and compassionate, bold and gentle. The strength to be yourself without apology is one of the most powerful forms of leadership you can cultivate. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness in our society, but the truth is that vulnerability is one of the greatest demonstrations of strength. It is in our willingness to be vulnerable that we allow ourselves to grow, connect, and truly be seen. Letting others see your true self without putting on a mask takes courage. Asking for help when you need it, expressing your emotions openly, and sharing your struggles are all acts of bravery. Vulnerability allows you to be authentic, and it creates space for deeper relationships and personal growth. Embrace the strength that comes from letting down your walls and being open, even when it's difficult. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you create a richer, fuller experience of life. Self-care is not just a trend. It is a necessary practice for honoring both your power and your femininity. It's easy to become consumed with doing, achieving, and striving. But true power lies in balance. Self-care allows you to reset and recharge so that you can continue to show up as your best self. Whether it's taking a break to enjoy some quiet time, spending the day focusing on your physical well-being, or indulging in activities that make you feel rejuvenated, self-care honors all parts of you. It's not selfish. It's a reflection of your commitment to yourself and your growth. You are worthy of rest, of relaxation, and of indulgence. Taking care of yourself ensures that you are in the best position to step forward into your power and femininity. Society often wants to box us into categories. Either you're strong or you're nurturing. Either you're assertive or you're delicate. But the truth is, you don't have to fit into any one box. The idea that you must choose between being strong and being feminine is a limitation that you do not have to accept. You are multifaceted, and you can be both strong and feminine. You don't have to hide parts of yourself to make others feel comfortable. If someone tells you that your power must be subdued in order to be a woman, or that your femininity must be hidden in order to succeed, reject that notion. Own your space, embrace your complexities, and refuse to shrink yourself. You are the one who defines your identity, not anyone else. Embracing both strength and femininity is not about balancing two opposing forces. It's about embracing the full range of who you are. It's about allowing yourself to be powerful and gentle, fierce and nurturing, confident and vulnerable, all at once. The world needs women who can embrace all parts of themselves, who can be unapologetically strong and beautifully feminine at the same time. So, as you move forward, step into your power without fear. Don't let the pressure of societal expectations box you in. Honor both your strength and your femininity, and watch as you unlock your full potential. Remember, being powerful doesn't mean you have to be tough all the time, and being feminine doesn't mean you have to be soft all the time. You have the freedom to choose your own path, to create your own version of success, and to redefine what it means to be both powerful and feminine. The most empowering thing you can do is embrace your full self, without limits, without apologies, and without fear. As you embrace both strength and femininity, you will inevitably face external judgment. Society often tries to force women into narrow categories, telling them they must choose between being strong or soft, powerful or nurturing. People may criticize you for being too ambitious or accuse you of not being feminine enough, simply because you lead with confidence. Others may dismiss your feminine qualities as weakness, but here's the truth. Their judgments are not your reality. You define yourself, not others. Don't let anyone else's opinions shape your identity. The key to overcoming judgment is staying confident in your own skin. Confidence means being sure of who you are, no matter what others say. When you're aligned with your values, external opinions lose their power. Confidence isn't about ignoring criticism. It's about trusting yourself more than the opinions of others. When you validate yourself, the need for external validation diminishes. The strength to face judgment comes from a deep belief that you are enough as you are. You don't need to fit into anyone's mold to be powerful or feminine. You are both. When you embrace your full self, others' judgments have less impact. Keep moving forward with confidence. You are the author of your story, and no one else gets to write it for you.